A good starting point for melody is the right hand. You will use your right hand to play all melodies right at this point anyway. Melody is the part of music that we can sing. So I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb to give you an idea. I'm going to sing the melody. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Music is written with symbols we call music notes. Each symbol or note tells us how long to hold the note. The quarter note equals 1 beat. The half note equals 2 beats. N is as twice as long as the quarter note. The whole note is 4 beats and is twice as long as the half note. Something that you will see soon is a dot at the end of each note. This means that whatever the note may be, quarter, half, or whole, has added more time to the note. For example, a half note gets 2 beats. But once we add a dot to it, it becomes a dotted half note. It gets 3 beats. If a quarter note gets 1 beat, then a dotted quarter note gets 1.5 beats. With that in mind, the dot adds half the value of the attached note. So the dotted whole note is worth how many beats? Remember, we said it's going to get half. We're going to add half on. So if we have 6, right? We got 6 because it gives us 4. Whole note is worth 4 beats. And we just get half of that, which will give us 2. We just add it on. So that's all we're doing. In order to apply all of this to a page, we need the music staff. The music staff is made up of 5 lines and 4 spaces. If we put a note on the staff, it tells us how high or low a pitch is. Okay, so how high or how low. The higher the note is on a staff, the higher the pitch is. The lower the note is on a staff, the lower the pitch is. Because there are more notes than we have on a staff between lines and spaces, we use ledger lines to give us more lines and spaces so that we can account for everything. A clef is a symbol used to tell us where the notes on paper is on the actual piano keyboard. The most common clef is the treble clef and is used for the right hand. Once we have a bunch of notes on the page, we use measures to group and divide them. We use bar lines to start and end a measure. So we put a bar line here, bar line there, starts and end a measure. We use, to end a piece, we use a double bar line, which is a thin line and a thick line next to each other. This tells us that the piece of music has ended. If you see 2 thin lines, that means it is end of a section. Can I put 100 quarter notes in a measure? How will you know? The time signature will tell us how many beats go in a measure and which type of notes account for the beat. We see 2 numbers, a top number and a bottom number. The top number tells us how many beats are in the measure, and the bottom number tells us which note is accounted for 1 beat. If the number is 4 on the bottom, then the quarter note gets 1 beat. You are ready to play your first tune. Let's play Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Use your right hand and place your thumb on middle C. Middle C is at the middle of your piano or keyboard. Let's get in C position. Right hand, thumb or 1 on C, next finger 2 on D, third finger on E, fourth finger on F, and fifth finger on G. I'll count to get the tempo and we will play together. 1, 2, ready, go.